point of order, madam.
Go ahead.
This was billed as an all-candidates meeting by Elections Canada. My colleague and I are not seated. Can you explain why?
It was not billed as an all-candidates meeting. It was
By
billed as a
Elections
town
Canada,
hall.
it was billed as an all-candidates meeting. Elections Canada.
Well, Elections Canada unfortunately had nothing to do with organizing this, and we were very clear.
Is it a level playing field or is it not?
It is not an all-candidates meeting.
It is not a playing field.
Good evening, I am Dr. Philip May. I'm a retired university professor in a practicing physician. I've grown up in Vancouver Island. I know this town very well, and I've done it a lot of good service. You cannot run a free market economy on a declining population. It won't work. You see what's happening in the United States. The banks are crashing, credit crunch, and that's happening here. It's happening right now with your homes. They're losing value, and as soon there will be a negative equity, which means your mortgage is bigger than the value of the house. That is going to happen in Victoria, and it's all because of depopulation. Any of these candidates talked about depopulation? Nobody. And did anybody say anything about euthanasia? If you have depopulation, you have a lot of pressure to kill the old people, just like they do in Holland. And are you unplugging the hospitals? No. Did they talk about what plugs up the hospitals? It's because doctors are paid to see lots of patients in hospital, but they're not paid to see people in their own homes. So you can insist that doctors are properly paid and nurses are properly paid to see patients in their own homes. You will unplug the hospitals. Do you know that the federal government at this moment is negotiating a tighter trade agreement with the European Union than NAFTA? Have you heard anything about the necessity of a referendum? The Irish turned it down. The English are very scared of it. We don't need their problems. They want our resources. Why do you want to have trade if it's all trade deficit? Do you hear that? No. Do you know why you don't hear it? It's not because these are good people, but because they're told to be quiet by their party whips and cronies. I'm Dr. Philip May, raised on the island. I practice among you. I travel widely. I've taught at 5 universities. I know young people, and I'm glad to see young people here tonight. And I want you young people to know this is a charade. Your teachers taught you to play fair, and if they don't play fair, don't trust them. Thank you.